In Bhutan, if you tell anyone or mention the word ha to them, they will, for food-wise, they will immediately think of Hoentay. There is cheese, but I think it's turnip leaves. Good morning, everyone. It's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Haa, Bhutan. That was an amazing sleep last night. These layers of blankets, there must be like 5 layers of blankets, kept me so warm last night, and I slept like a baby, and I'm so warm that I don't even want to get up and start the day. But it is about 7 a.m. I think we're gonna try to get up now. We have about 45 minutes until breakfast. They said breakfast is at 8 a.m., so we have decided to come outside and take a quick walk, and gotta go down the steps. We have emerged from the 3rd story of the house. It is freezing out here. Bye. Oh, such a cool wooden door. Oh, look at that. Look at that handle. Oh, that is awesome. Oh man, the woodwork here is just so cool. And then turn this to close it, maybe? The sun is starting to peek out from the mountains behind us. It's still freezing cold, but this is a beautiful, beautiful place. Oh man. And Haa is situated in a valley, just like Thimphu. So there are mountains all around. Oh, hello there. There are some cows hanging out. Hello. Hello. How are you? Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Huh? Oh, here's another guy. Hey guy, did you sleep warm last night? Did you have a good night's sleep? Okay, Ying and I are taking a selfie in Haa. It's so beautiful and so peaceful here. Okay, we are just getting back to the house now. I think it's about time for breakfast. No, you gotta go like this. And one of the greatest things about Bhutanese food is the dried chilies. And so at many houses, including the house we're staying at, they have a bunch of dried chilies drying on the roof over there. Oh, I can almost already taste them. And we are now warming up around the wood fire stove. Milk tea is always good, but when it's really cold, it tastes even better. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. We have an entire pot of butter tea now. Nothing could sound more delicious in such a cold environment as butter tea. Just check out that frothiness. Oh, hot, foamy butter tea. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh yeah, that is nice and salty. You can taste the tea, and you can definitely taste that buttery richness in there. Oh, and that is just so hot and so warming. Oh, and that frothiness, that hand-churned frothiness. It's so good. Breakfast is served, and it is again a beautiful spread of food. We have rice, we have fried eggs. There are some kind of pancakes, which might be the buckwheat pancakes. And in Dzongkha? Kalu. Okay, in Dzongkha they are called kalu. And then there is a beautiful like chili tomato ezay as well. I'm gonna have just a little bit of rice. Oh, and fried eggs. I don't think I've had a fried egg since being in Bhutan, and I love fried eggs. And I'll take one of these pancakes. There are onions in here and maybe tomatoes. Oh, this is pretty, very pretty. I'll set that down there, okay. And then this looks like maybe some kind of sauteed cabbage. Maybe cabbage and onions. Okay, Mom said to add a little bit of the butter to that pancake. So I will taste a little bit. Okay, this is what I gotta taste first. I think it's buckwheat, very earthy tasting. The consistency is kind of like a crepe, but like a hearty, very, very thick, hearty crepe. I think this would taste good with some ezay. I'm gonna dip into that, the ezay with this. Oh, that ezay is amazing. There's some kind of really sour fruit in there. I don't know what that is. Maybe it almost tastes like mango, like a sour mango. I'm gonna move into my egg. Oh man, egg with some of this sauce. Oh, and mix in some of that cabbage as well. Even the cabbage is so good. Again, it's cooked with ginger and then kind of maybe sauteed, maybe in butter. The flavor is so good. And then that chili sauce is unbelievably good. It's so good and so comforting. And washing it down with butter too. I am loving that chili tomato kind of garnish. And so I just asked Mom what is in it. There's definitely some kind of fruit that tastes sort of like a persimmon. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the one. And this is a fruit that I saw in the market, but I had no idea what it is. And I still have no idea what it is, but it is this. But it's beautiful. It's kind of like a cross between a mango and a persimmon, but it's nice and really, really sour. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. We are out walking around again, this time kind of hiking up the side of the mountain, but we are trying to get to, it looks like there's another monastery up that side, so we might head in that direction. Hello. 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 We arrived here to the, I think it's another monastery, but it is extremely quiet. I don't even know if I can hear anybody here. And it looks like the gate is shut, so we might not go inside, but it was all about that walk to get here. We're heading into Haa Town now? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we're heading into Haa Town now, and we are stopping along the way for the beautiful views. And Matt has told me about there are 3 peaks. 1, 2, and then 3 over here that almost have the same shape. And so that's kind of a landmark of Haa, and they have a unique story as well. But that's kind of a unique landmark that says we are in Haa, and behind those big mountains and 2 mountains is Tibet. So we're really quite close to Tibet here. Our farm stay is probably about 2 kilometers or so outside of the main Haa city. So we just got to Haa city now. We are gonna, well, it's quite small, but we are gonna walk around for a little bit and just explore Haa right now.
I think it's better you can try this white one.
I'll try the white one?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can buy one
whole one came
Should we buy the whole string? All of us can eat.
Yeah.
Oh, you? Chogo.
Yeah, chogo.
Chogo.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are in a small shop and buying some cheese called Chogo.
Chogo, yes. Haa chogo.
Haa Chogo.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand right here in the shop and try my first piece of this dried cheese. Oh yeah, that is hard. But you keep on.
Keep on chewing. This slowly taste will come in.
Oh, okay.
It tastes better, good. Compare with this taste.
It has a little bit of a sweet.
Yeah, keep on chewing. Last will come.
Okay.
Taste will come.
Okay. Okay, so this is something you just keep chewing for a long time.
Chewing, yeah, a long time.
Okay, right now it's very, very
But
hard.
take care of your trunk. Otherwise,
Okay.
you chewing your trunk also.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to chew on your tongue. You don't want to slip and chew on your tongue. It tastes like milk. And then maybe it tastes like a little bit of, there's a little sweet tinge to it as well. But actually I've barely even like chewed into it. So I think you need to keep on like chewing and massaging it like a piece of gum. Our driver said that you can be chewing on this for at least a half an hour. It makes a good mountain snack, like walking through the Himalayas, chewing on rock hard cheese. Good stuff. I'm still working on my piece of cheese. But yeah, it tastes like just a big, oh, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like milk duds, but just like a rock solid milk dud and no chocolate around the outside, but just the inside of it. But I am stopping here now to check out. They are drying some beef up here, different pieces of beef. I don't even know all the parts of beef that they're drying, but I think I see some esophagus and there's some meat up there too. And so far since being in Bhutan, one of my favorite things to eat is the dried beef, which is called shakam. And so this is some beef being dried. We are now gonna walk over to this suspension bridge. It's just a foot bridge and it goes over the river. It's really cool. So we are gonna walk over it now. Down on the ground, it wasn't even very windy, but up here on the bridge, it's so windy. We just stopped quickly into this little shop for a couple plates of momos to satisfy our hunger, to take off the edge of our hunger before lunch is ready. And one of the plates is fried momos and then another is the steamed momos. I gotta go in for these fried momos. And then that ezay on the side. Oh yeah, I think I'll just bite half of this. Oh yeah. That's good. I think there's cheese and cabbage in there. And then with that crunchy edge around the wrapper, that's good. And then the wrapper is also very kind of gooey. I think even the momos are kind of heartier here than in Thimphu. Like more warming maybe. They're like thicker, more solid. And these are the steamed ones, which they look pretty identical to the fried ones, just in steamed form. Quick dip. Same filling, I think. And I taste a little bit of ginger in that as well. In Bhutan, if you tell anyone or mention the word ha to them, they will, for food-wise, they will immediately think of Hoentay. So Hoentay are buckwheat dumplings, which are famous from Ha. I think that the contents, the insides of them are basically the same as those veg momos that we had. Maybe some cheese and some vegetables, maybe some turnip and onions and ginger. And oh yeah, those are nice and hot and warm as well. Actually, the insides are different. There is cheese, but I think it's turnip leaves inside of it. And the ginger as well. And then the wrapper is more like grainy tasting than just the the flour wrapper.
152 hours.
I think I like them better than the momos. Those were really good momos and even better Hoentay. It's now time for lunch. I think maybe our food is ready. So we're walking back up to Peldon Restaurant. Dechen is gonna show us a trick for pouring
I better get this right.
box juice into a cup. Whoa.
See that?
No spill.
No spill. No spill. Whereas if you do it like this, then it kind of, you know, kind of, then like bubbles up a lot. As opposed to, doesn't really bubble up.
That's a good trick. We are all sitting down now for another lunch, and we've got a number of different dishes, including a noodle dish that I haven't tried so far in Bhutan. This is called beef bathu, and these are noodles. They look kind of like momo wrappers almost, and then it looks like a very buttery, thick, rich gravy broth, and then there are some dried beef in here and then some carrots. So I will, before dressing or before seasoning with any chili, I will test it first. It's a little bit sour and then a little bit quite buttery. And then those noodles, yeah, they do kind of taste like momo wrappers, like kind of like pieces of batter or pieces of kind of like a wrapper batter that has been sliced up into pieces but fresh. Some Sichuan pepper. Add a little bit of this. Yeah, they almost taste like dumplings, but without any filling. So they're just like the noodle squares. Oh yeah, with that ezay. Oh, that ezay is nice and sour as well. And then that Sichuan pepper. Again, immediately you can taste it and feel it. That was a good and very, very filling bowl of bathu noodles. And from here, I think we're gonna just walk around maybe some more, do a bit more exploring of Haa Town. There's not a whole lot of things to do in Haa, but just to enjoy the natural beauty. What we're doing this afternoon is just driving around, enjoying the views, stopping at different points and just taking photos and just getting views. So I will just try to take some video shots of the river and the mountains. It's just insanely beautiful. We just arrived back to our farmhouse in Haa, and we are gonna have dinner in about an hour right now, but there is a lot of smoke in the air because they are heating our hot stone bath, which is a Bhutanese traditional kind of like therapeutic bath. And so after dinner, Ying and I are gonna go in the traditional Bhutanese stone bath. So all the stones are over here heating up. And then I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen, but the hot stones might go into that wooden bathtub with water in it. So then we're gonna soak in there after dinner. That is gonna feel amazing. Dinner is ready tonight, and Mom at the home has prepared probably, I think, about 5 or 6 different dishes. So we are having a big family meal. This entire room actually is just really warm from the wood fire stove, and there's just like food aromas pouring out of this room. It smells delicious. This is one of my favorite dishes that we had last night as well, which is the turnip leaves with some tomatoes, I believe.
Dry turnip.
This one is dry turnip? Okay.
Okay.
And then this one I think is like green beans with tomatoes and onions. Oh, that smells so good. And then this one is the shakam, which is the dried beef. One of my favorite dishes is turnip. sauteed with what looks like garlic and ginger and tomatoes. Okay. And then finally got to go for some of the emadatsi, which is the chilies in cheese. Oh. Reach in with the rice. Oh, those green beans are wonderful. They have a little bit of a sour taste to them. And also, they're definitely cooked with dried chilies, which are delicious, as well as some tomatoes as well. I'm reaching in for some of those turnip greens. They're so good. Oh, and how about a piece of shakam beef in there as well? I love those turnip leaves, same as we had last night. And then that shakam, I'm sure they dry it right here at home. And it is so good tasting and not too tough, but it actually chews very easily and just keeps on releasing delicious like dried beef jerky flavor as you keep on chewing, which is incredibly good. It was another delicious dinner here at the farm stay, and it is now time for our hot stone, traditional Bhutanese hot stone bath. Ying, how is it?
Go okay na.
Ying is about to get in. I just got into the tub. This is wonderful. It is perfect temperature. Outside, I think it might be about freezing, but inside this tub, it is so warm. Let me just quickly try to explain how they did this. Starting in the afternoon, probably at about 4 p.m., they lit a big fire and they put on a bunch of river rocks onto the fire to heat up the rocks. And so the rocks sat in the fire for probably 4 or 5 hours until they turned like red lava hot, and that's when they were ready. And so this is a wooden tub, and it has kind of 2 sections. And because for us to give us privacy, there's a wall right here, but then the other section is behind that wall. In the little section is where they put the red hot rocks, which immediately warms the water and makes the water nice and hot. I've been sitting in the hot stone bath for about 30 minutes now. I think I am successfully warmed all the way from my core to my outside layer. So Ying and I are really enjoying our time, especially the farm stay here in Haa. I'm gonna end the vlog for today here. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also leave a comment below. And I will see you tomorrow for the next video. And good night from Haa, Bhutan, from the bathtub.